Hello? Hello? 28th of December. So there's something which I keep mentioning and I'll also repeat it today. I'll mention it clearly probably so that you understand it much. I did say yesterday that there's a bonus here which is being given by FreshForex here. Just a second. Have it here. So with this bonus, you'll be able to get up to 200% of what you deposit with FreshForex. So the only thing you need to have a class, there are simple terms and conditions on the left side here. You have to click there. You can try to go through all of them. These are the full terms and conditions that are better for you to understand. So the thing is, any amount you deposit from 500 USD, you're able to get 200% of the amount you've just deposited. So that should be it. Let's move to the next thing, which you're supposed to look at. We said yesterday, if you are here listening to this webinar now, then this on FreshForex is giving a $5 bonus to anyone who attends this webinar. Like if you are here and you're listening to this webinar at the moment, then you have a chance to get $5 bonus from FreshForex. So to do that, to get the $5 bonus, the only thing you need is you need to take this code, this code here. You have a code here. Just a second. Give me a second. I upload this on here. $5 bonus there. Then you need to tell this to account manager. You need to give him this code in 19. So another thing is that you need to have like a classic account with FreshForex. So to get your account manager, this is the manager. Log into your dashboard, FreshForex dashboard, and then under the feedback section, you're supposed to leave a feedback that says that you attended this webinar and that you need the bonus, which is being given, the $5 bonus. So that should be it for that one. Let's now move to the real aim, whatever you're supposed to look at today. We'll start off with the Euro USD, the main pair which we have already been looking at ever. So there's something happening here on this chart. I'll add an indicator today. I'll use a moving average, 200 moving average. I'll also add another index MACD. So I want to use these two at least to help me get the direction exactly what's happening. For these two here, this just to help me also direction, and this one also to know exactly. I'm concerned when this thing is below 0.0 and then it's above 0.0. So from what I mentioned previously, is that the columns of MACD are below 0.00, we expect the price to continue to the lower side. So I expected if the price is to the lower side, this moving average should be above where price is currently. But that's not the case. The price is here, but the other indicator is below 0.0. So with this one here, we are seeing a sell. With this one here, we are seeing a possible buy. So it would be better to wait for price to go below this moving average so that we look for a sell even further lower side. So there's something here which I'll put here. I'll not work with that because it's giving me an opposite reaction, an opposite signal. We have a resistance, a resistance, a resistance, a resistance, a resistance, a resistance which has been broken, then price has gone again up, then broken down to the lower side, and now we're below our key place here. So this means that we are supposed to look for a sell. If I'm concerned so much with price action, then this is a sell. We are supposed to look for a sell from within this zone here, and they're supposed to have a take profit at 1.048. That is, you're supposed to sell from within this zone, and then you have a take profit around 1.0481, something like this here. We have a resistance there, a resistance, a resistance, a resistance. Then there's a support along the same place, we have another support, the same place, there's a resistance sign here. So we want to pick a sell from that point downwards, like that. So if you're on this side at the moment, this is the correct place to sell from. Sell here, and we'll save this one. So from what you've looked at on this side, this is a very good sell place. You sell it based on price action and also the indicator, because the market is giving us a sell and also price action is giving us a very good sell. So of the two put together is much better than if just one thing is giving us a direction. So let's move to the next pair. Just a second. Just a second, let's use that. So move to the next pair, which is the BPSD. You can remember yesterday on this chart here, we actually had a sell. We did say that there's a level here, support, which is broken. Price came back to the same place, and we are still somehow below the same zone where we sold from. So this is still a sell. We're not going to look on this one. We are still looking for a sell as long as the price remains below these two lines. We have support there, we have a support there, we have a support there, there's a resistance there. We want price to come back for the second time so that we sell further to the lower side, something like that. So this is the sell point. It's supposed to sell here. So on the note here, we need to write that we're waiting for adjustment back to the zone 1.2706, 1.2693 to pick a sell order towards 1.2482. So this is the correct place to sell from. If price can come to this within this place to sell from, of course your stop loss should be above the candle triggered this breakout. So above this candle here, this your stop loss should be above that candle. So stop loss should be above the candle that broke below that level. That's what you need to write. Yes, stop loss should be above the candle that triggered the breakout. So we'll save this one. Like that. So we move to the next pair, which is USDJPY here, and we'll load a new chart. Chart doesn't look good. So also this one here, I'll use an indicator. I'll add two different indicators. I'll add MACD, and at the same time I'll add envelope strength indicator here, then indicators, then envelopes, and this one should be 52. I'll also add the next one, which is MACD. Period is still the same here. We have 12, all the same, and then I'll go to the hourly chart. On this one here, you can remember we said I sell on this pair. We said yesterday we were saying a buy as long as the price was above this moving average. But so far when the price has gone below the moving average, the two moving average forming the envelope. So as long as now the price is below this moving average, we want it to go below this support here. This is a very good support zone. It should be broken first, tracement, before we proceed to the lower side. So if you're on this chart at the moment, then look for a sell, especially if price goes below every level, 110.32 to 110.22. So we have a support here, a dynamic resistance. That's a dynamic resistance. We also have another dynamic resistance here. Then the support here, which didn't hold correctly, the price broke below it. Then you have a resistance here. So what this means is this: we want price price now to go below every retrace back, then we pick a sell to the lower side. So far the columns of MACD are below 0.00 and we have the moving average of envelopes above where price is, so that's a sell sign. And we need to note here that we have a note that's long as the bars of D and the MA are above where price is. Sorry, it should be as long as the bars of MACD are below 0.00 and the MA, envelope is above where price is. Where price is, we are looking for a sell position. We are looking for a sell position. So that should be pretty much it. We actually look for a sell here. There's no need for looking for a buy at the moment. The way the chart is now, this could potentially be a sell. So we want price to go below this zone here, then we sell it even lower. And that is something which you need to say. We want price. We are waiting for a possible break below the zone 110.32, 110.22 to pick a sell order towards 108. So we've already mentioned everything, and this is a good sign here, and that's something which you are going to put somewhere so that you're able to refer to it at some point in the future. So that should be it for the class. Let's move to the index SP 500. We say exactly what we have. 500 there, daily chart. Then this is the, you can remember, this is the indicator we added. This chart is still exactly the way we had it previously. We had this dynamic support. We have the second support, then we have also the third one. So if you can see, somehow this index keeps making higher lows. This is the lowest low. It has gone up, then there's a higher low. It has gone up, and then there's also another third higher low. So this means that this spike up before retracing, and then it continues even higher, something like this. So I want to highlight this area so that you're able to look at it precisely. We have a higher low, lower low. Then we have, yes, a higher low, and there's this one here which is even higher low. What I mean by higher low is this point there. There's also that point there. Then there's also that point there. What we want to happen is for price to proceed up, retrace back to some level here, it continues even higher. So if you're on this chart at the moment, then the best you should buy from somewhere here. Buy a break above this place here. Buy here, and you need to note that we are waiting for a clear break. We are waiting for a clear break above 26, 28.5, 585.4 to pick a long position towards 29.6.5. So this precisely what I've just explained. You can see the price making higher lows. It keeps moving even higher and higher. So the best we should do is to wait for price to break above this zone higher, and this is what we'll save so that we are able to refer to it at some point. So we move to the next pair, the next symbol, which is gold. I had gold here yesterday, so there's no point for loading it today, also we read it here. So this is the chart we had for gold yesterday. We did say that this is like some form of cup formation, slanted cup. You can see this is the handle, the whole place here. We have handle here, the handle of the cup. Then this is the curve that forms the entire cup, the remaining part. So actually, the way this price is forming now, price could actually come back to this place, to the very top here, so that the cup is complete. You can see this is like a slant cup. It's the handle, and then this is the curve part of the cup. And for this moving average, you can see that they are curve. So that aside, let's put a drawing on this. We have this one here. This inside bar. There's an inside bar here which is followed by a big move. There's an inside bar there which has been followed by another big move. So from this indicator here, the envelopes indicator, we actually expect the price to proceed even higher. And also this moving average, the solid moving average up below our price. So all these are upwards. We want to be higher, retrace back to the same place before it heads even upwards. So you're on to trade it, then buy from here. Buy here, and note here we need to write a possible ball or cup formation. Ball or cup formation. Cup formation. We are waiting for a possible break above the immediate trend line to peak order towards the upper trend line. So if you're on this chart at the moment, then the best you should do is just look for a buy position, buy it upwards, and then wait for a retracement here, buy it again, and have your profit along the upper upper trend line. So we'll save this one. Save that. This one here, use this one. We'll save it. Just a second. I'll save it gold. So let's move to the next symbol. This I'm seeing there's a possible buy position. We expect price proceed high, retrace back, and then it continues even upwards. So let's look at the next, which is Brent oil here. So there's something I found interesting on this one, and that is if you're looking at it from the lesser time frame, 4 hours. If you're the force on this one, then potentially this could be a good buy. Just a second, let me draw it correctly. We have something like this. Based on the envelope indicator, this could be a very good buy upwards. We have this support here. We have a support, which was broken. Price came back and supported, resisted by these envelopes. Then it broke above it, retraced back to the same place, and contained. So what could happen here? The price could come back to this place here before it proceeds to the last side. So this place here makes sense for me. If I'm to look at it from this point of view, then just this indicator, this is as a buy up to this place here. But looked at widely, it's a sell. We have this moving average, the 200 moving average above where price is, and we are below a key level. This place here is a 4-hour level, it's also a weekly level. So as long as the price is below and also the moving average above where price is, we expect a move to the lower side. Something like this. We have a support there, have a support there, we have a support there, we have a support there. which is broken, over resist out of the price above here. We want it to come this place here so that we sell further lower side. So this is the correct place to sell from. Sell here. Sell. So I want to put a note here. Note the overall trend is downwards. Is downwards. We are waiting for a retracement back to 58.73, 57.56 to pick a sell position towards 50.53. So that should be it. We'll save this one and then we'll have all of them uploaded on the webinar page so that you're able to download them later at your own time. So I believe I've covered all the 6 symbols. The main ones you're supposed to look at. We've checked Euro USD, we've checked GBP-USD, we have Euro USD JPY, then we've looked at gold, and lastly we've checked Brent oil just now. So that should bring us to the end of today's overview. There's something here which I said at the beginning and I repeat it again and now, that there's this bonus here that it runs up to February of next year. Anytime you make a deposit of above 500 or from 500 upwards, get 200% of it from FreshForex. So just make a deposit, you'll have the money in your account. You can go to FreshForex main website. We have it here. You need to come here to the bonus, and then it's on this page here, and everything is written, including terms and conditions for the deposit. So you can read them here, everything, just everything, read them and then understand, and then you can now go ahead to have the $200 bonus, 20% bonus. So this is another one. We are not done yet. There's also this bonus here where by attending this webinar you get 5 bonus. If you are here and attended this webinar, then you have a chance to get a $5 bonus from FreshForex. So the only thing you need to know is to tell your account manager that you attended this and the account manager will debit for you the money for 3 business days. So that should be it.